Today we have Hollow Knight, a Metroidvania Souls-like platformer released and developed by Team Cherry, originally released in February of 2017. The game boasts fluid, dynamic art style with soulful, melancholic music. The orchestral composition and dark atmosphere really lend well to suck you into the theme of the game. During my hour playthrough, I encountered no bugs that I could see, other than, the entire game being composed of insects. The rich, cool colors and around character lighting enhance the feel tenfold. You can tell from a glance that this game was a labor of love from the developers. The fluidity of the controls feels reminiscent of old school Nintendo, where everything was perfectly geared toward the player's perception and not just button mashing. I learned fast that timing is key. You have a very small window to hit and a very large hitbox to defend with. Challenging yet accessible would be the best way for me to describe this game. Hollow Knight currently retails for $14.95 on Steam and has an overwhelmingly positive review score. There are nearly no negative reviews for this game, and for good reason. It catered to a broad audience, it lends itself to both children and adults alike, and completely encompasses the character and player during play. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on so you'll be there when new reviews come out. With all that said, let's get started on the rating. Gameplay, 4.5 gems. Like I stated previously, this game is very fluid. You're instantly moving in with little lag time from the very start. While you're very limited in your movement, i.e. no double jump, dash, wall climbing ability, etc., you don't feel constrained. The combat is down to timing. You need to be in range for your nail to connect, while maintaining the proper distance to not get hit yourself. While my reaction time isn't the greatest, I still found myself able to dodge and plan well. The hardest time I had with the game was navigation. Felt like I was going in circles a bit too much, but once I got the map, it really wasn't bad at all. Soundtrack, 5 gems. The music in this game is stellar, to say the least. It's captivating, soulful. It has an element of suspense where it needs it, and keeps it calm when it doesn't. The strings singing to the player, letting you know everything will be just fine, or letting you know that danger is near. It gets truly unsettling when the music goes away, and the room gets so quiet you can hear each of the little things going on in the background. Absolutely love the soundtrack here. Graphics, 4.5 gems. A beautiful 2D platformer. The animation style is akin to late 90s cartoons where it was slightly grotesque while remaining pretty cute. The whole game feels deeply layered where you can see things moving sometimes in the background while seeing things crawling around in the foreground, while somewhere in the middle, that's where your character moves about. You get a depth of field this way and it allows you to immerse further into the environment. Difficulty, 4 gems. The gameplay for the first hour wasn't necessarily difficult, however I can easily see how this game can become very difficult very fast, depending on the enemy types. The mini-boss encounters I ran into were difficult until I learned the patterns. Like all platform games, once you know the pattern, you can play with the mini-boss with almost no damage received. The main difficulty is staying alive long enough to learn the patterns of the various creatures in the game. Immersion, 5 gems. This game is a vacuum. The animation combined with the music, the easy controls, you're in the game from the first initial nail swing. Hands down, one of the most immersive environments I've ever experienced in my decades of gaming. I would compare it easily to Super Metroid, one of the best platformers of all time in terms of immersion. Overall, 4.6 gems. You're in for a treat with Hollow Knight. This game easily wins over consumers with its cartoonish art style, its classical score backing it up, and the biggest praise I can give this game is I had to actually pause a few times during that hour in order to just take in what I'd seen. Don't worry, I paused the timer during these parts as well. I will certainly be playing my way through the rest of the game. Final thoughts. Will I continue playing this game beyond the first hour? Easily yes. This game is fun and easy to get into. It's easily one of the best games I've played in a very long time. Is it worth the $14.95 on Steam? I would easily have paid double that during its launch. Even for being out 6 years now, this game does not feel old. It's got an ageless feeling to it that will keep people coming back for more well into the future. If you've not yet played Hollow Knight, do yourself a favor, pick it up, and have a blast. You will never be disappointed with the level of passion that Team Cherry's put into their game. I personally would also like to thank GG Grotesque for suggesting this game. And if you'd like to, catch the ghoul with the drool on Twitch at the link below.
People are dead. Guys, friends, the nicest people are dead. Inside. Oh.
I'll be putting it in the description. He always brings a good time, and if you're lucky, he'll make you a balloon animal if you ask him with a few channel points. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I did recording it. If you like what I'm doing, please drop a like down below. Leave a comment on the game that you'd like to see reviewed next. If you want to contribute to the review fund, I also have a link down to my Ko-fi down below. While I don't review adult games on this channel, once I have a good enough backlog of them, I will put them on another site. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.